Outdoor baseball now from the Warehouse District and Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Chicago White Sox and the Twins. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching's going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Minnesota Twins.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Kyle Gibson gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he had a ton of strikeouts. He'll be looking to duplicate that effort here.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Plouffe has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the hot corner. He's got quick reactions, soft hands, just really makes it look easy out there.
Adam Eaton makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the home opener as the first pitch is in there for a called strike one. Eric, these Twins as they take the field here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game.
Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. It's always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Melky Cabrera will stand in, 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Gibson comes set. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-2. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
And there you see the numbers from his last time out. Picked up his first win of the season in that ball game, so he'll be looking for number 2 here.
Jose Abreu will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground. On it goes right through him into left field.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Todd Frazier will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
Now the double steal is on here. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Deoner Navarro will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Dozier. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. White Sox nothing. Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. He is a big part of this offense, and right now he's among the leaders in the American League in the runs scored category, so look for him to make an impact on this game.
Carlos Rodon will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty, he only went into the 4th inning in his last start. Didn't get a decision. I mean, if anything, go out and give your team a chance. Going to have to go a lot deeper in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about a position that requires arm strength, right field is one of those. This man, he has arm strength to die for. He could throw it from the wall. He could probably throw it from the darn stands. I hope he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Danny Santana.
Hit hard back up the middle. Rollins with a great stop. It's in time.
Woo, no problem. Boy, there's that outstanding range on display right here. This ball's headed for center field, but he's able to dive to his left to get it, and then look how quickly he gets rid of the ball. That is so well done right there.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Three and 0 count. Here it comes. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Yeah, even though he walks him here, that's not really a terrible pitch. I don't think it's a strike, but it's definitely a pitch you'll get a lot of guys to wave at. Sometimes it's okay to keep trying to get guys to chase on 3-2.
Here's Miguel Sano. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a ground ball for Rollins. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to LaRoche is in time, and thanks to the double play ball, the inning is over. So nothing in the Minnesota first. We'll head to the second from Target Field. No score here on the show. Brett Laurie will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Line to the right side. And so with the leadoff man at first, time to jump back a half century or so as we call on today's version of this date in baseball history. Adam LaRoche will stand in hoping he can be the same kind of run producer he was yesterday when he drove in 3 of his guys' 4 eventual runs. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here it comes. 1-0. 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Strike called. 2-1. Three and 1 now.
and they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Now a swing, and this is fouled straight back right off the catcher's mask, and that might have dazed him for a moment here. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Oh, and that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
So here is Avisail Garcia down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Smoke toward third, and that's through for a hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven, as he jumps all over it and drives it for two bases.
Here's J-roll, Jimmy Rollins now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No score here as we play inning number two. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit to first. Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only one away. Adam Eaton will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. And here's a ball hit in the air, and this will wind up a foul ball. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Very softly hit to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
And you know, you're going to see this a lot with a guy who has a great fastball like he does. This one's on the inner half of the plate, and it's so easy for that bat to just sort of drag through the zone. It's hard to catch up with that thing. And you see right here, he's going to make contact right below the label, and this is just going to turn into an easy, soft liner.
Here's Melky Cabrera, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it 1-1. Hit out towards second. Dozier fields it cleanly, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the White Sox 1 and the Twins 0. Brian Dozier will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. In there, strike 1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Lined hard toward right center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there, as this is a sharp base hit.
Joe Mauer will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
Hit in the air out toward left. Cabrera's after it. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a two-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. One nothing good guys as we play inning number 2. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back.
Keeping an eye on him.
And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back safely.
Just checking.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Runners on first with 1 down. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario will dig in, and as you can see, he's got that average up near the 400 mark to start the season.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Reaches out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. Lowry's there. Throw on to LaRoche takes care of him, and with that the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. It remains 1-0. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Jose Abreu will come up now to kick off their half of the 3rd. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said,
They've only got one run to show for those 5 hits, so they'll need to capitalize a little better.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Up next for the
Yeah,
White
on a
Sox,
slow chopper like that, that is the third baseman's ball if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base, so he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Here's Todd Frazier now. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hard liner toward short and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
I don't think it's at all surprising about where these 3 pitches are going to be located. As we check them out here on Show Track, you're going to see all 3 pitches right down around the knees or lower. Now, they didn't get the ground ball that they were looking for, but guess what? Consolation prize, you get the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Brett Laurie, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Two out with the man at first. Line drive to left. And this one was tailing on him, but he was able to reach down, pull it in, and with it, the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Eduardo Nunez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Designated hitter, Eduardo Nunez.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
1-0 pitch on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Garcia giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
Pretty lucky here defensively that this winds up only a double. You see the leap, maybe a little missed time there as it gets over his head, but fortunately he's got back up the field this thing and get it in quickly. That backup's late in getting there. These are the kind of plays you see inside the Parker zone.
Into the box now, Danny Santana, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
2-1, here it is. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. In to score is the runner from third. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And it's in time, and he's out at the plate, so one runs across, but the second one is cut down trying to score.
Number 5, shortstop, Eduardo Escobar.
Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Escobar. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Taken in by Rollins. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for the Twins, right fielder,
Miguel Sano will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit hard to short. Rollins is there. Throw on to LaRoche is going to be in time, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. The three of us are back with more following this. Adam LaRoche is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
First baseman number 25, Adam LaRoche.
Gibson's ready. First pitch on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Swing and a miss as LaRoche finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole here. Now here's the pitch. A good pitch there down in the zone as this is popped weakly to the left side. A barehanded pickup.
Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. This ball's not hit hard at all, but it's in a spot where it's going to work out perfectly for him. And he's on base to start this inning with an infield single.
Avisail Garcia walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Looking up is Rosario. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it gives the White Sox a 3-1 lead.
Well, I've got to say, some days at this place, the ball just seems to jump a little better than others. We've seen quite a few balls hit hard already. This is the first one that leaves the yard, but I've got a sense it's not going to be the last.
Now batting.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Looked like that swing was in slow motion. 2-1. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
Adam Eaton steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's Melky Cabrera. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Not close. It's 2-0. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes. He's making it much too simple for these guys to get into good hitters counts.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Fastball in there, 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with one away.
Jose Abreu will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Oh and 1, here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Liner toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
The batter, third baseman
Todd Frazier will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
The 1-0 delivery. That evens it up 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the run is in to score from third.
Well, time for another old baseball cliche. It's a game of inches. And it was on this ball. Take a look at how close this is to the foul line. And this is not a fair ball by a whole lot, but I guarantee you he'll take it. He pulls into second with an RBI double.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. Long throw to the plate, and he will come across to score on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, it's been a big inning already, and they tack on another run here on the sacrifice fly. But at this point, I think defensively, you're just happy to take an out.
Brett Laurie digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, he's down 0-2 now, and he hasn't even seen the changeup yet. That could be the strikeout pitch of choice right here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santana giving chase. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The White Sox lead it 6-1. Brian Dozier will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Line drive to center field. Eaton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys give me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Mauer. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make them bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
This is line to left, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Third baseman, number 24.
That's just a highlight reel catch right there. If this one skips by him, you could be looking at some extra bases. So the pitcher's very excited about making that play.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They trail 6-1. Adam LaRoche heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The White Sox, first baseman number 25, Adam LaRoche.
Fernando Abad is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Abad.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, right fielder, S01G07.
Into the box now, S01G07. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that fourth and final leg next time through the order.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Heading out towards shallow right. Sano has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Striding into the box, Adam Eaton. He singled his last time up. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Here's Melky Cabrera. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report, because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They lead it 6-1. Eddie Rosario will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Here's the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or 2 here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Ready now, Kurt Suzuki. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch. Line toward the gap in left center. Eaton is right there, 1 down. Long throw to third, and he is in there.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Danny Santana will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And he misses again, 2-0.
And one of the things he's been real effective at so far is coming right after guys. But now he's looking like he doesn't really want to challenge here.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
And this is pretty much what you call getting into a guy's kitchen. You can see pieces of the bat go everywhere, and he winds up with this little humpback liner for an out. As an infielder, you just got to make sure that the thing you're catching is made out of cowhide with stitches on it, and not out of maple, or you might be wearing the stitches.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 6-3 contest.
And this right here, this is all about picking up your teammate. The last guy's up there with 1 away. He doesn't get the job done. Now he's in the dugout feeling like he's let his guys down. So what do? You pick him up by driving both guys in with a double. And that's how you build team chemistry right there.
Here's Miguel Sano. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And this is line hard to deep left. Cabrera is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 5 innings complete. White Sox on top, 6-3. Jose Abreu will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
This is in the air out to right. Moving under it, Sano. 1 away.
The batter.
You know what? I think he's got the right idea here with 2 strikes. All he's trying to do is shorten up and drive the ball the other way. But he didn't square it up quite the way he'd like to, and he just lofts it into the outfield for an easy out.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. The 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
More often than not, when you're going to throw that changeup 0-2, you don't even want it to be in the strike zone. You're hoping to see a guy go snorkeling for something, but you're going to see right here that this one's right on the corner, and he couldn't do anything with it if he wanted to.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
The 0-2 delivery. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Still looking for that final pitch to get him out of this inning. But he's seen the count move now from 0-2 all the way to 3-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. On the ground up the middle. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The White Sox lead this one 6-3. Brian Dozier will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Frazier's up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Joe Mauer comes forward for another shot after being robbed of a hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it was an absolute showstopper. All you can do is get back up there and try to hit the ball hard once again.
Hard hit towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air and deep to left center field. Cabrera going back. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Well, this pitch is just a little bit in, not really a terrible location at all. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you can certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some damage right there to the tune of a 2-run shot.
The batter.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario.
As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him. But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Jake Petrichka will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning.
Jake Petrichka.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And again a throw and the runner back.
Simple throw over there.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Grounder down the line at third. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need and it finds a hole. Now he's got 2 men on to deal with and only 1 away.
In now, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Hit on the ground toward the left. The tag gets 1. Over to second now, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Brett Laurie will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Thinks he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory and taken in out there for the first out.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Adam LaRoche gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Trevor May will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Swing and a miss as LaRoche finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole here.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Right side and right into the shift. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Avisail Garcia will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Line toward right center. Another base hit. How about the game he's putting together? Now 4 for 4 in this one.
Man, he is wearing them out. Got himself a 4 for 4 afternoon.
Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in. He flew out his last time up. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Rollins swings and misses as he's behind here 0-2.
Well, this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Rosario has it in his tracks, and that's the third out. White Sox leave one as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Leading off the inning, Danny Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. That's wide, 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. In the air out to straightaway left. Cabrera's there. He's got it one away.
At this point, base runners are what you need, so swinging at a 3-0 pitch and making it out really doesn't help the cause at all.
Settling in now, Eduardo Escobar. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. This is pulled into right. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow, tough play. Making a bid here to get on base is the potential tying run. But this ball just didn't want to drop for him and winds up finding the outfielder's glove.
Here's Miguel Sano, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Drilled to the right side. Lowry dives. What a play. It's there. He got him.
Oh, love it.
3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Don't touch that dial or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Leading off the inning, Adam Eaton, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball hit hard to the left side. And, oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left.
Well, these guys know the deal from the offensive standpoint. They've got to add on to give their bullpen just a little more breathing room. And this is a good start as he jumps all over this one and drives it for 2 bases.
Here's Melky Cabrera, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
And there's ball one. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Jose Abreu takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. One out and a runner on second base. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and there were two down. Good guys leading this one on the road here in the eighth as you get a look at our line scored at this point. Todd Frazier strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, and that's in there for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got two strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Two outs here with a runner at third. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One hit, one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. And the White Sox are out in front, 6-5. Nate Jones is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Nate Jones.
Leading off the inning, Brian Dozier, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. One and two as he chases the slider.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
First baseman, number 7,
Joe Mauer digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Mauer rounding first, on his way to second now. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double.
Here's another look. This fastball's of the two-seam variety, running away from him at the plate. And if you try to pull it, you roll over it. Instead, he goes right with it and winds up with a double.
So striding in, Trevor Plouffe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. For Mauer, the double was his third of the season here in this first month. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Mauer will take the turn and head for home. The relay. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 6-6 ball game. And he is out trying for two bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. The three of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. Deoner Navarro will stand in to lead things off here in, can you believe it, a tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k. And I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Dozier has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Into the box, Brett Laurie. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
First baseman number 25, Adam LaRoche.
Digging in, Adam LaRoche. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Santana is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Zach Putnam will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Zach Putnam.
Digging in, Eduardo Nunez. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
Eduardo Nunez.
And this is through into left, and there's your possible winning run aboard on a leadoff single.
The catcher, number 8.
He is fired up as he heads down to first base. He is now the go-ahead run, looking to put his team ahead.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Drilled on the ground is short. The second for 1. On to LaRoche, and they get them both.
Up next for
Well,
Minnesota.
so much for getting the winning run on base to start the inning. That's just a perfect pitch here to get the ground ball double play, and now just an out away from extra innings.
Danny Santana will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the 3rd of the game so far, and it's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Garcia coasts under it, and that retires the side. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Avisail Garcia gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th.
Garcia.
Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. As he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Sano is there to pull this one in, and Rollins flies out on the first pitch he sees.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, and then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Eduardo Escobar steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th.
The shortstop, Eduardo Escobar.
Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Here's Miguel Sano. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one.
Yeah, and you're going to see a lot of swings like that in extra innings. Guys go up there thinking, I'm going to take one chance here and see if I can't end this thing right now and be the hero.
Swing and a liner. Foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are two away now.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. Starting to look like this one's going to go another inning. Great.
Digging in now, Brian Dozier. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First offering on its way. Inside with a first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Weir's still tied 6-6. Melky Cabrera comes to the plate as the leadoff man here in the 11th inning.
Melky Cabrera.
Now here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Boy, you talk about a guy getting himself in a groove. How about 10 in a row he's retired now? He's just making it look easy.
Pitch on the way. Jose Abreu is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
And it had been a little while since they had any action on the base pass. He'd retired 10 in a row until that base hit right there. And now they're going to have to find a way to string a couple of these together.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Todd Frazier comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Here comes the 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And you know, there are times in a game when you just have to challenge somebody. And like it or not, I think this is one of those times.
And the count will be full. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here comes the payoff pitch. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Now batting.
We'll take a look here at his pitch count. And you can see, at least early on, he's been around the plate quite a bit. 36 strikes so far. Well, that's a sign that his location is where it needs to be.
Here's the first pitch. DeYonder Navarro is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And another one misses here as they fall behind Navarro, 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
To 2-2 now.
Yeah, looked like he guessed right on 2-1. That was a good time to swing for the fences.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. A man left for the White Sox. This game remains tied at 6. Joe Mauer brings his bat to the plate now to get the bottom of the 11th underway.
Joe Mauer.
Into the seats, 0-1. Oh, and 2 now as Mauer can't come up with anything on that swing. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
The 1-2 pitch. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Hot shot towards the hole, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? He's got himself another 3-hit ball game. That batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here's the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. This is gathered in out there by Garcia for the first out.
You know, once you get into extra innings, every fly ball here makes you go,
Ooh.
but this one didn't have a whole lot behind it, so we're going to keep on playing.
Eddie Rosario digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball one.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
One-0 count. Here it is. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. One and two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now here's a line drive. That gets down. It could be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
Eduardo Nunez will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
And there's ball four, so the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Kurt Suzuki strides forward in a pivotal moment in this one. Tie ball game, bases loaded, but the possibility of an inning-ending double play does exist here. In there, and it's 0-1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Well, this is lined into left center, and it's going to get down out there. And they've come back to win it here in 11 innings.
Well, you had the sense early on that this one was destined to go down to the wire, and sure enough, these guys are going to pull this one out here in walk-off fashion.
And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, Matty, sounds good to me. They needed him to come out and give some support when he was called on, and he gave them a very good outing out of the bullpen. Enough to make him our Player of the Game.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 9-6.